out, we're joined by an inspiring group of leaders who are helping shape this vision. Pastor Jefferson from Aire Baptist Church, the faith leader of this very church, is making a commitment to resilience. Pastor Jefferson is also a part of the solar development team for Del Aire. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I'll cross it out when okay. Sister Anita Jackson and Reverend Frank Jackson from Village Solutions Foundation, also a part of the development team. Their nonprofit is a faith-based community development organization that empowers communities for a suitable future through resource matching and technical assistance. Dr. Tim Webb from Green Power Ventures and Freedman Bank is also a part of the development team. Dr. Webb's greatest strength is providing creative, out-of-the-box financing solutions to business challenges. Stella Ursua, Director of Community Engagement and Partnerships of Grid Alternatives. Last but not least, Jason Lovely from GSA Energy Solutions. Thank you all for being here and for the work you're doing to strengthen our community. Let's begin with Pastor Jefferson. Are you ready?
I don't have my glasses and I can't see.
Is it those?
Just give him the question. Okay. All right. What is inspired you to create this Resilience Center?
Pastor Jefferson, what inspired the vision of creating a Resiliency Center, and what core needs in our community is it designed to address?
So I'm inspired because as I look across our community and look across our nation, most African American and brown communities are behind. And my goal has been, and vision has, to bring us up to date, inform us, educate us, and put us in a position so that we can participate in all the benefits that we can receive from solar. We're not going to be stuck on fossil fuel forever. So how can we, as a faith community, support the community that is around us to prepare us for the initiative that is coming, especially in the state of California by 2045, everyone has to be green. So our mission here is to educate, inform, and help develop those resources for our community so we can strengthen our community and so we can be in the forefront of every opportunity that's going forth in terms of solar power. And what was the other question you asked me?
And what core needs in our community is it designed to address?
Just the basic core needs in our community, because if most of you all may have experienced, we had a windstorm not too long ago, and some areas power went out for like 12 hours, right? So that means that people that had medical devices that needed electricity could not receive that electricity because the power went out. But if we had a resilience center in our community and they were subscribing to our services, or they could come here and plug those devices in and receive power. So that's the core. We have to no longer be behind. We have to get in and catch that wave and ride that wave all the way through to the lands on shore.
Thank you. And when considering the launch of something this impactful, we often encounter challenges. Mr. Lovely, what are some of the biggest challenges/benefits, whether financial, operational, or community related, that you anticipate in developing and sustaining a resiliency center?
So today I just found out about your resiliency center, so that's new for me. But I'd say the biggest challenge is to find the financial resources to attack what I call the low-hanging fruit, which is energy conservation. Like I'm looking here, I'm not even sure if these lights here could be T12s. And if that's what they are, I haven't seen a T12 in a very long time.
They T12s, I can tell you that.
Okay, they're T12s. So that, there was a point in time where Edison had a program that would come in and have replaced that. So communities need to know about those programs. T12 lighting, my God, this one room by itself is probably costing this church at least $2,000 or $3,000 a year if these lights are running a good portion of the year, especially with rates being 30 cents a kilowatt hour. When I first got in this business, which was about 2011, rates were 15 cents a kilowatt hour. Now we're at 30. That's almost double the cost. So I think the biggest, I'd say, barrier that the community is facing is, first off, what is out there, what's available? Free lighting is gone now, but honestly, you could go to Home Depot and pull these lights out and plug and play LEDs now. You don't even have to change anything. So a lot of times there are really simple solutions that can save a lot of money. So I understand the church is getting ready to do something really remarkable for the community, but I would say let's let the community work towards what is easy to do.
Thank you for that insight. Pastor Jefferson, how can a resiliency center strengthen individuals, families, and the border community during times of crisis or transition?
Well, the resilience helps the individual, one, address the economic factors of that, right? Because we're not paying as much with the resilience when we're connected to the Resilience Center. It provides support, provides cooling stations in the summertime. It can provide cooling stations for the community. Families can benefit from the services that we have here. So there are multiple things that we can provide for families. If we have a national disaster, this can be a place where those families and those individuals can come in the event of a national disaster and not lose. They can charge their phones, they can get, we have all of those refrigerators over there. We can open up those refrigerators and have community refrigerators in the event of a national crisis where people will not normally have access to refrigeration and all of those things. So that's what we can do here as a resilience center to help our community and support individuals and families. So it's all about bringing the resources and the support to our community that's not there, and then bringing it there and having it there and making it sustainable. So those are some of the things that we can do.
That's powerful and exciting. Thank you for that. Sister Jackson and Mr. Ford, what partnerships, whether faith-based organizations, nonprofits, local government, or businesses, are critical to the long-term success of a resiliency center?
Hi. Well, each person that has spoken already has probably given us some of that answer. Your pastor has your pastor has such a vision that were he not to have the vision, somebody else might have decided to do it and not do it the way he's considering doing it. He has forward thought out that what his desire is for his people and his community. And as he's doing that, he's brought together people, like-minded people, that have decided that they want to support what he's doing. And after 25 years, I would think, being in this community, the community, when things happen in the community, whether they go to church or not, they're going to come to the church to see what's going on, because that's typically where you would go to get whatever you would need. And the pastor is already providing food ministry. He's already doing the things that he's doing, and now he's taking this idea to the next level. So you've got this brother on the end, Lovely, he's saying that all you would need to do just to start out saving is to go to Home Depot and put some different kind of lighting up there. And if you spend $200 on it now, and that's all it would cost, and then you got a year's worth of money in your pocket, now you got $2,000. I mean, so some of the ways that are being prescribed out here, I'm going to say we didn't know it because it's not done. And then you have Grid Alternative here. These partnerships are going to be important to this community. You've got Doc here. He's getting ready to tell you some things about what can happen. You know, I'm going to say it. We're normally the last ones on the boat, or we're normally the last ones to get the information. And it's not fair. But it's not fair because we're not listening, or you don't have somebody like Pastor that has a vision that wants forward movement for your church. 2045, they told us that in 2045 that they were going to have all of California electric. Did y'all know that? 2045. I'm not a young woman, but when 2045 comes, the only thing I'm going to be caring about is, baby, turn on the heating blanket. But young people, this is happening to you, and it's happening right now. And your pastor, again, forward thinking, is bringing all of these people together so that you can hear how to move forward as you move forward in this ministry. And Mr. Ford's not here, so I guess it's going to be my boyfriend. I want y'all to know that's not me in that picture. And that's why I stopped earlier on. That's not me.
That was the younger you.
That is my cousin from South Carolina. That is my cousin. She is my cousin. I know, Tanya told me, but she came and took my picture and said, I know what I did. So I just want y'all to know that's what stopped me earlier.
Left it at the younger you.
Oh.
There you go. That's right.
Partnerships are important in any kind of collaboration, and especially in what we're doing now, because one of the things that we've really tried to stress is having this resiliency center, having this site be a first responder site. Because whether, even though, people don't like to admit it, a church is one of the primary first responder sites. But see, people expect the church to do certain things. And they also expect us to do it without support. And that's why we came in with this type of a program when we were going through the process with the Department of Energy. One of the reasons they chose this site is they went into the Del Air website and then they saw the partnerships that Del Air was already engaged with. They saw they had a partnership, with the probation department, a partnership, with the food bank, partnerships, with connecting families back together again. And then when they saw these freezers that was in, it was a perfect partnership. Now bringing in people like, Dr. Webb, bringing in people like, Miss Stella, bringing in people like Mr. Lovely. Now you have not only the resources for your ministry, you also have resources for your community. And again, like today, being able to just bring the resource, start the engagement process. So now people know this is what a day of opportunity looks like, because the day of opportunity will become a week of opportunity, it'll become a month of opportunity, it'll become a year of opportunity. Then the community will know there's opportunity at Aire Baptist Church, because we're not only looking at resiliency from the energy side, we're also looking at resiliency from the workforce development and the career development side, because you want to be resilient in this economy. And the best way to do that, I try to train all of my young folk, you don't want a job, because America will snatch a job from you in a heartbeat, but you do want a career path. And that's, that really is one of the purposes of this project, is to show there's opportunity in the energy environment, because number one, it's new. And number two, everybody that's in it now are old and white, and they're getting ready to die. And so, and when they do die, we've got to have somebody in the infield to fill that space up, because guaranteed, I don't know nobody in this room that's not gonna die. I don't know nobody that's been beat it yet, but what we want to be able to do is have that influx of some of our folk that 20 years from now, then we can say that we have 40% of the industry, is black or Latino, because right now it's only 8, and that's stretching the number.
Thank you. We are truly stronger when we work together and play to everyone's strengths.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Now let's hear for some of Del Aire Green Team partners. Mr. Ford from Southern California.
So do Miss Stella, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the lead.
Ms. Stella Ursa, with what specific resources, expertise, or services can you contribute to help make the Resiliency Center sustainable and impactful?
Absolutely. Thank you for that question, Morgan, and thank you, Reverend. Reverend Jackson, for inviting us. Want to make sure that we recognize Alexis Keys, who is my colleague here. She's our workforce expert, right? I've been working with Reverend Jackson for a few years now, and very excited about this opportunity right here, sitting here on this panel, because this is a work that I do every day, just trying to connect with folks out there, connect with different organizations, cities, etc., so that we are included. Like the Reverend said, you know, historically, there's a lot of folks that are part of this this industry, but they don't always look like us, right? We want to make sure that Black and brown folks are right there at the table for these jobs. And I'm not talking about just being on the roof, right, installing solar. I'm talking about designing these systems, project managing these systems, being part of a community engagement, outreach, et cetera, right? You all are so important to the things that are taking place here. And so as a partner, we want to make sure you have the skills, knowledge, and abilities to be able to do this work. So we work with everyone. We work mainly in under-resourced communities, right? And so we're trying to just get the word out, get the awareness out about, you know, the work that we do, the work that you're doing, right? Because there are going to be opportunities for folks that are interested in building careers in this particular industry. So we work with formerly incarcerated, justice-involved individuals, veterans, women, opportunity youth, folks that just need a hand, right? Hand up, right? And so the workforce team, man, they are so busy right now. We are training class after class after class. We have a 95% placement rate because we have a lot of partner organizations, both on the for-profit side, but also nonprofit unions, et cetera. They're looking for our trainees because they know that they're going to be trained correctly, and that there's pathways that we are creating that to help folks not only just move to solar, clean energy, but what about energy efficiency? What about working on battery storage, on hot water heat pumps, on, you know, electric appliances? So all of that is really, really important for us. We want to make sure that we are providing folks with these skills, again, skills, knowledge, and abilities. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Webb, as a financial institution and co-developer investing in this Resiliency Center, what impact are you hoping to see in our community, and why is this project worth that investment?
So there's, I've been in the green energy business since about 2009. So was sort of, you said 8%, it was 0.0008% when I started, and including going over to China several times as well. So I pretty much got a really long sort of career in this pathway, and I started out in utility scale, was actually huge solar farm, about 5 football fields long, and getting that finance. They see me as the money man, so getting the finances for that was not so easy back then. It's a little bit easier now. So one of the things that people don't look at, besides just the renewable energy, the benefit to the climate, but it's also the economic. So there's also community and economic development, and that's what I love about Pastor Jefferson. He's got his eye. He understands that, you know, by lowering maybe his bill by, you know, $50,000 a year, that's $50,000 more dollars he can grow in another program or another activity, acquire other things for the community, right? So if you're saving $50,000 a year, if you had to take out another loan for $1 million or something to put up a new center or something like that, just doing this project makes that kind of economic development and wealth creation. So I see it from that standpoint, not just about energy savings, but about creating wealth, putting in EVs. They're going to do some EV out here for the electric cars that, you know, are growing faster than fast. In my neighborhood, every other garage has got a Tesla or some kind of electric or hybrid car in it. So that just lets you know the demand is growing fast. They're going to need a place to charge up, especially if they live sometimes in apartments and things like that. They're going to find a safe place to go, charge up their cars. Well, part of that revenue is going to the church in its development. Again, another chance for it to increase its wealth. We could have done this project actually as a developer or as a company. We would own the system. And then basically they would continue to do what they do now, which is we call the way that we get energy right now is you lease energy. You don't own electric lines, you don't own anything. I don't even think you own your meter, right? So everything is rented. Now you have an opportunity because the CDC you have is actually going to own the system. So it's got a new asset on the books, it's got revenue that's coming in, and that makes it resilient in another way, which is financial. So we're excited to come and work with communities and teach them along the way, because that's part of it. And to have a finance person in the front of the project really helps making mistakes down the back where the bank then says, no, we're going to decline you. So since I've been doing this so long, I kind of know where we need to position our partnerships, our teams, our activities, and the technology to make it successful. So I'm really excited that they included us in this. Thank you.
Thank you. Reverend Jackson, I'd like to bring you in. What measurable outcomes or indicators will define success for the Resiliency Center? In other words, how will we know it's making the impact we hope for?
The ideal situation would be we have a contract with the city, so when a city vehicle comes and they need to be charged, they can come right to the Del Aire site and have that done. Or if the power goes out and you have a neighbor that's maybe right up the street and they have a heart monitoring machine, et cetera, and in the past they would have, they wouldn't know what to do, they can bring it right down to Del Aire and come in and get that service taken care of, and be able to see someone like yourself and some of the young adults knowing that, okay, you're part of this green team. And now we have a couple of young students in the past that have been a part of the green team. We have one, she's in the Bay Area now. She's working for a sustainability agency. We have another one that's on the East Coast. She's doing very, very well with the program. We have a young man out in the desert doing very, very well with the program. The outcomes for me is to see results. And one of the questions that I always ask is, after you pay your mortgage or your rent, what's the next most important line item in your household budget? It's going to be your utilities. It's going to be utilities. So, and you want to be a wise steward over your utility as well, because the better steward we are, the more resilient we're going to be. So one of the major outcomes is to be able to see this process grow, and also see the people that are a part of this ministry not only benefit from it, but be able to go out and be the Pied Piper, for the project as well, letting other folk know when you go home, we want you to be resilient at your home as well. What you learn here, take it home and do the same thing. Change the light bulbs that are in your home. Go in, tighten up your windows, etc. And do those things that is going to also reduce down what you're already spending, because where you've learned that from this resiliency center that you call the church.
Thank you for putting a spotlight on accountability and results. Can we please give our Del Aire Green Team partners a round of applause?
So now, do we do an Emmy nomination for you?
Are we done?
You gotta do
We ain't got to
something.
do this again now. We just did it live on Facebook, right? Were we live?
Yeah.
We live.
Yeah, we live. Yeah, we're gonna post it.
It's gonna post it. You posted it. What you want to say?
I just want to say what he just said about this young lady. Come on. We had a green team meeting a couple of weeks ago, and Xavier, where you at? Oh, there he is. Xavier is our journalist, and he is going to journal this journey for your ministry, and he wants to be a writer. And so what great way would it not be for him to do what he is doing? Look, he got the camera, he looking at me, I see you. And then this young lady has said she wants to be a neurosurgeon. And neurosurgeon. Not just a surgeon, a neurosurgeon. And we have been helping them, as a result of them helping us, to discover ways that they can, at this stage in their lives, how they can get their education paid for through just the service that they're giving to this ministry. And everybody's going to receive, because that's how God is. Everybody's going to receive. And again, I want to applaud Pastor Jefferson. And Brian, are you supposed to be in here somewhere? Okay. Brian Miner is the director of the Green Team for your ministry, and he is responsible for this day. And I want to say him and his team is responsible for this day, and I want to say thank you. And they're going to keep it up. So bless you all, and thank you, Pastor.
No, thank you all. I really do appreciate all of you all coming out and sharing with us. My whole thing is, and I don't think the word thing is the right word to say. Sister Virginia, tell me later. But my whole vision is church should not just be a building on a corner. Since I've been here and over the past, I'd say 15 years, we have been intentional about impacting our community. And so I know, because again, as Reverend Jackson expressed, anything happens out there, where are people going to look to? They're going to look to the church, okay? And so that we look to the church. And so one of the things that we have been intentional here, one of our first partners who heard the call and responded was Volunteers of America. Who's the head person over there with y'all today? Come on, come up so they can see y'all. Come on, come up. Come on. You know I like putting people on the spot. Volunteers of America were the first, come on so they can get y'all in the camera. Come on, get in front of me, because I ain't getting up. But no, they were the first ones to respond, because I had put out a call because I found out that we had so many children in our community that did not have access to Head Start services. And Volunteers of America was the first ones that came. And they said, okay. They just started out with just the office space and our nursery. And I told them at that time, Dave Lettuce and Tony Van Dam, y'all vision is too small, right? And because of me sharing with them a larger vision, we now have 2 modules, right, on our campus, and the nursery is being utilized. How many families y'all serve? Go on and tell them.
56 families here in Hawthorne.
And it's about partnership, right? We partner, they help us, we help them, and together we serve the families at the most crucial times in their lives, in the best times in their life, and in the indifferent times in their life. That's what we're all about. Thank y'all so much. We have to move past being complacent and thinking it's somebody else's responsibility to take care of our community. It is our responsibility to take care of our community. One of the things that I'm sharing with the Dale Aire family is about building this village, right? We are a village-minded people. We have been conditioned to live in the village. If you live in Hawthorne, you live in the village called Hawthorne, right? So it's our responsibility to provide spiritual, educational, social, and economic opportunities for everyone that is in our village. And so that's what we're hoping to accomplish, working with everyone that's here on this panel. Because my sister from Grid Alternative and Dale Aire and the Green Team, we're going to be intentional about reaching out to the families that are low income moderate income senior citizens and making sure that they get some solar panels on the top of their houses or get connected to a solar service free and no charge instead of like the past, spend all that money for them people come put them panels on my house. And we're going to be intentional about that work, right? And we are creating these avenues to support our community and to support the families, and that strengthens us. Because you have the panels, that creates more income for yourself. That means less money you have going out, more money you can have to take care of your own responsibilities. Create, what is it called? Subscription services?
Yes.
Subscription services. That's what the church is here. That's part of that resilience. Dr. Webb won't let me build what I want to build. Not yet. Amen. He won't let me build. Tell him, y'all, let him build what he want to build. Let him build what he want to build. You know, tell me I ain't got enough. Everything had to tell me I don't have enough real estate. Amen. My God owned the cattle upon 1,000 here, don't he? Hey, don't make me shout up in here, right? To create this center that folk that within a 3 to 5 mile radius won't have to worry about. In the event of a national disaster, they'll be covered right here, right? Here's another thing. We're providing opportunities for people who don't have a job, say they don't know how to find a job. We're creating this workforce development to help you come 18 and over. You can come, learn the skills, learn how to put the panels on the roof, learn how to manage the systems that are out here, learn how to operate and maintain the charging stations that are going to come out here. All of this stuff is going to happen because of all of these people working together. And so I need you all out there to tell your folk, please, what, March the 10th? March the 10th? March the 10th. Be here at Aire Baptist Church on March the 10th. We're doing a sign up for workforce development.
Oh, nice. There's a gentleman there behind you.
Who is that gentleman behind me?
Young man that asked me about a job?
Yes.
Talk to the people.
Oh, he all right. He's covered.
Okay.
He's covered.
Okay.
He's covered. He knows he come talk to me. Yeah. So this is the things that we're doing to help improve the quality of life for our community. I think that's it. That's all. Anybody else?
Beautiful.
Thank you. So before we close, I'd like to invite each panelist to share one brief final thought, one sentence of encouragement or a call to action for everyone here today.
The scripture that we use for our foundation is Mark 4:20. A seed planted in good soil shall grow. Some 5-fold, some 10-fold, some 60-fold, some 100. Don't get discouraged by the numbers that you see, because this is good soil. Say a seed planted in good soil will grow. This is good soil, and this is the first seed that you've been planting. And if you just stay faithful, where it says, all things work together for the good of those who love God and that are called according to his purpose. There's a purpose in what we're doing today. Just keep on hanging in there, and I can guarantee you, God will if you let him.
I would just add to there's a lot of things that we depend on. There's a lot of other things that we allow to control our lives. But I just want people to remember that you can create yourself into or out of anything. Never give that power up. You want to see this resiliency center, if you put the creativity to it, it'll happen. So just don't get discouraged by the challenges. You can create yourself, like I said, into and out of anything.
My thought on it is to remind us about Juneteenth. Everybody that doesn't know what Juneteenth is, it was when Texas found out that the slaves were free, but the freedom had been 2 years prior. And I told you about 2045, and I want us to be now getting the information and giving it to our community so that by 2045, it's not going to cost you 2045 money to get what you should have gotten in 2026.
We at Del Aire here we are building a legacy for the next 50 years.
Thank you. You know, last, just a final thought is we're dealing with some really tough times out there, right? Some major challenges. And not one person in here, I'm sure, you know, can say, oh yeah, everything's wonderful, everything's great, right? And so the fact that you're bringing folks together and you're talking about this, and not only talking about it, but doing it and creating something here is huge. And I just got to say to the younger folks in the audience, there are careers, like Reverend said, you don't want a job, you want a career. There are careers here. You will help your community fight all of these challenges and put yourself all in a really good place because you have the knowledge, right? You don't have to go outside and go look for somebody else. You're going to be running these projects. You're going to be in charge. So that brings me a lot of hope and a lot of joy.
So years ago, I taught electronics at the college level. And I always taught my students, do the simple things first. Anything that you can calculate without a calculator, do that first. Here, change the light bulbs. Put the thermostat at the right setting. Do those simple things first, and you can see an immediate impact. Thank you.
On behalf of our community, thank you to our panelists and to everyone in the audience for caring about the future of our community. Together, we can build something that not only responds to crisis, but creates strength, stability, and hope for generations to come. Thank you and have a great evening.
Yeah, can y'all take a picture? Hey.